Hello, hello. Welcome back to another One Piece stream. Yeah, it could be that. Ooh, it's 5. It's 5. It's time. It's One Piece time. Chapter 1071. This is a cool color spread. Uta. Are you telling me that Uta will pop up in the story? Can I talk about Film Red? I think I can. Is it spoilers? If it's spoilers, close your ears for 40 seconds. The fact that Uta died, right? And the fact that the movie is non-canon, but her existence is canon, is another one of those reasons why I hate the One Piece movie format. The fact that it's pseudo-canon makes everything confusing. Anyway, I would be interested in her actually popping up, though. I think it would be neat. So Kuma is just zipping into the red line. Brilliant. Why is he doing that? Who knows? Is he attacking it? Is it in the way? And also, why is he so low to the ground? I feel like this might... Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. I was already about to say that I feel like this is deliberately paralleling the giant that attacked Morishua, and there's literally a panel that is evoking exactly that. So we'll talk about that in a second. Where did he come from? It's Kuma, the Celestial Dragon's invincible slave. What's he doing here? Okay, yeah, so this is exactly what I was saying, right? This shot is clearly evoking the same exact scene we got of that giant who attacked Marie Joie. It's too on the nose, though. It's way too on the nose. Okay. Former warlord of the sea, Bartholomew Kuma has appeared. Okay, so things are actually happening. What I also find curious, we've been talking about the number on the... what's it called? In Vegapunk's lab, right? The thing that goes around the thing. That has been counting up, and now it's 100. And Kuma is now right there. What if it's not counting down towards something happening in an Egghead, but it's actually counting down to something happening to Kuma? Wouldn't that be convenient? Especially now that he's at the red line. Very fishy. Very fishy. I really hope he's not some sort of self-destructive weapon. That would be very sad. Future Island Egghead. Capture every location Vegapunk might use to escape the island. Yes, sir. Okay. We have control over the Seraphim for now, but how will we drag him out of here? That Frontier Dome is a big problem. I do not view Straw Hat as an emperor. My dude, you got annihilated. And he laughed the entire time. Whether you believe it or not, it is unfortunately fact. So, yes, you should probably start believing it. Anyway. The agents are rushing to block the routes off the island. They might completely box us in. Surely no. Surely no. Surely Vegapunk can beat them back, right? Lucci is a sore loser. I think Lucci is just not very smart. We're gonna fight, yeah. We gotta avenge Atlas. Lilith is probably one of my favorite of the Vegapunks. I mean, yeah, what's so wrong with fighting back against some idiots trying to kill us? She's got a point. She's got a point. Listen to the good Widow boy. I love when they actually, like, do this in the dialogue, too. Just, like, Widow. This is thanks for being rightful. What is the call? We do have one more ally on the island. One more ally on the island. You're talking about who I think you are. Then taking our side would mean being... Well, isn't that interesting? There is someone on the island. Who could that realistically be, though? Of course, I've been waiting for your order. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder why. I mean, to be honest with you, whenever I hear the word Lilith now, I don't know how many of you are into Diablo, right? But when I hear the word Lilith, something very, very different appears in my mind. Lilith from Diablo does, and she is much different from this Lilith. I'll say that. As long as CP0's out of the picture, escape is honestly a piece of cake. It'll just mean taking a ride with the Straw Hats. Still, I'll escort you to the port. Of course, it's not going to be explained. Who is this? I mean, there's literally nothing to draw from, right? It's just a... Who could this realistically be? It's someone we know, exactly. Because, like, why would they show us a snail? If it wouldn't be like a silhouette we know. If it's a new character, then they just show the silhouette, right? So who could this realistically be? Because there, of course, I've been waiting for your order. Could it be the real Kuma? Something like that? Maybe it's a revolutionary? Maybe it's Sabo hiding? But no, Sabo wouldn't say that. It has to be someone like really close to Vegapunk. Obviously, I would want it to be Smoker. Upgraded Smoker, but I mean, why would Smoker say that? I can't imagine somebody saying, "Of course, I've been waiting for your order." That sounds like such a... Like, the only one who I could realistically imagine saying that is Kuma, right? The fact that he literally sacrificed his entire body for research. So in that sense, it feels like they have the closest relationship of anyone we've seen. So is there like a secret copy of Kuma? Makes sense, I guess. Luffy's mom. Let's move on. We're ready, so may I re-Quasar a spot on your ship? For 7. I mean, if all 7 of them are actually traveling with us, it's going to be chaos, isn't it? It's gonna be absolute carnage. There's no way. There's no way they're getting out. I keep going back, because like, one of them, whoever is the small one, I think it's Edison, right? The small one. No, wait, if you're talking about who I think you are. It feels like it's someone, it's like letting the beast out of the cage. I don't know. I don't know. I'd love to see Lilith and Nami think up of money scams to get rich. That would probably be a devastating duo, yes. Vegapunk, I'll get you for those bugs. Now she's just mad about the insects. I love little Chopper just chasing them as well. Labo phase defense system, Frontier Dome deactivated. What? Who did this? What's the meaning of this? Is someone in control of the room? No, I don't see anyone on the... Why is it turned off? And now it says 000, right? Why did it turn off? Okay. Okay. Kuma wants to fly in, maybe? I mean, Kuma is a long ways off, isn't he? If it's actually Caribou or Caribou or the snake dude, if it's actually the snake dude, I don't know. I'm gonna die. Probably. Alright. What's going on? If that's what it sounds like, this is our golden opportunity, Lucci. The barrier's down. It could be a trap. Seems a little convenient to them. It does seem a little too convenient for them to be having technical issues, but clearly... Okay, this is bad. This is like really bad, right? So at the moment when his life is in balance, the heavens have forsaken Vegapunk. Is that it? Do you suppose that's the Straw Hats pirate ship? No wonder we didn't see their ship below. Let's destroy it now. In a jiffy. Stormleg Sky Slicer. Is that Zoro sleeping on the ship? I mean, it's gotta be, right? Oh my god, yes it is. Yes it is. What was that? Who dares to disturb my nap? Roro Noah. Very good. We're getting Zoro versus Giraffe Man 2.0. I'm happy. I'm happy. Now I'm beginning to wonder, this arc is such a hodgepodge of callbacks and stuff. Let's finish this. Something is very odd. Something is very, very, very odd. Oda always likes these smaller fun arcs. Honestly, with Oda's past track record, these smaller arcs have usually been 5 times more insane than the big ones. Do you remember Post-Tenny's Lobby? Post-Tenny's Lobby was literally like mind-boggling, and ditto for Zoe. Anyway, the Frontier Dome has been restored. Okay, let's talk about the Frontier Dome. Even if it is the little snaky boy, how did the little snaky boy sneak into the house of Vegapunk and deactivate his defenses? How is that realistically even possible? Something fishy is going on. Something really, really, really fishy is going on. Okay. They're going after the Straw Hats' ship then. They have no trouble, they have Zoro. Yes, it would seem that the ship guards are in combat at the moment. Okay, and Lilith has already grabbed some sort of weird sci-fi Fallout weapon. No, she hasn't. Okay, we're leaving already, but we just got here. Come on, I want to relax. Oh my god, I love Chopper so much. I love Chopper so much. The little speech bubble. Lots of noise outside. It feels like an Anya scene. It's so good. Yeah, I do too, but remember this is a government island. And you saw Rob Lucci, didn't you? He more than saw Rob Lucci, he annihilated him. It was kind of funny, actually. Have you seen Bonney, a pirate girl with long hair? Yeah, she's still chasing after Vegapunk. Great. Speaking of which, has anyone seen Vegapunk? I'll explain, would you just let me speak? You can turn my father back or not. Those are your only two options. No, I can't, I'm sorry, but there's a good reason. Because there's nothing to turn back, right? He's just chilling. Surely that's what he's saying. I don't think it's the case, but it's worth mentioning that Edison is the only Vegapunk not present in the panel when the Frontier Dome gets deactivated. Could it be a case of one of the... I feel like that is something that undermines who Vegapunk is. Because I just don't see somebody like Vegapunk being, like, finessed by himself. It just seems like something too much. A stretch of sea in the new... Oh god, here we go again. Why is this... Oh yes, yes, yes. Why is this fish so huge? Yes, yes, yes. Get up, kid, we've reached land. Shall we disembark? Shall we? You gotta ask. What island in the world could possibly make us hesitate? This island is the home of the giants, Elbaf. There we go. Let's cross that off of the bingo. I do think that Kid ending up here might be another problem. If Kid is in Elbaf, doesn't that mean we won't go there? I think we are going to Elbaf. What I'm more so concerned about is that it's Kid who gets there first. And something tells me, with Kid's past track record, he's gonna get into trouble, and he's gonna get beaten up, and then Luffy's gonna arrive and say that, come on, I know he's silly, I know he tried to attack you, I know he even attacked Saul D. Goodman, but he's my friend.
I'm not sure I understand.
Even Siri doesn't understand. Yes, yes, I'm so happy, Because they're in another route. At this point, I'm sort of locked in on the fact that if we need to go somewhere, we're still gonna go there, route or no route. Pretty sure we're still gonna end up on Elbaf, honestly. If we don't, I'll be forever disappointed. Forever disappointed. We need to end up on Elbaf. Anyway, and we've got Vegapunk, right? He can take us there. It's no big deal. All right. Oh god. Navy HQ base G14. You can do this, Vice Admiral Garp. We're just about to set sail for Egghead. This is gonna be bad, isn't it? This isn't funny, Garp. So is this literally post-Eddie's lobby? Is this literally what's gonna happen? Also, if you're going to pick a fight with the Emperor's Island... Wait. What? Helmeppo, get out of here. Is that a pirate? Someone's calling out Helmeppo by name. He's gonna kill him. Well, Oda is once again doing this. It's Kobe. Blackbeard's got Kobe, and there's nothing I can do. Quit your whelping, boy. Here's what we'll do. Get on board. We're gonna set sail for the pirate island. Full of lead. Wipe the floor with those pirates and rescue Captain Kobe. I mean, number one, is he even there? This is ridiculous. Blackbeard versus Garp. I mean, power-wise, not to get into the power scaly shenanigans, I think power-wise, Garp should win, technically, right? But story-wise, he can't. Like, he literally can't. Blackbeard's Devil Fruit is useless against Garp, he has no Devil Fruit. But yeah, I'm not talking about, like, power-wise. The power-wise doesn't even matter, to be honest with you. There's just no way in story that Blackbeard loses. It just doesn't make sense. Please don't tell me Garp is gonna... Oh, no, please don't tell me Garp is the death I thought would happen. I really don't want Garp to die. If he dies, then we've got the final war. I mean, it makes so much sense, too. If Blackbeard kills Garp, that is like taking out one of the Navy's head honchos, right? At that point, Akainu might even get up from his chair. He might even get angry. And at that point, we've got a full-blown war. And then Luffy's in the mix. Listen to this. Garp dies, right? Luffy is mad. Kobe is mad. Blackbeard is the killer. Blackbeard becomes the ultimate big bad. And then we literally have God Valley, again. Where Kobe and Luffy team up to take him down. This is gonna be bad. Did we seriously just like, listen to this. On Egghead, the defenses got turned off. So clearly somewhere there is somebody either betraying Vegapunk, or there is somebody even more powerful doing something. Meanwhile, on Kid's side, we arrive at Elbaf, and Garp is going after Blackbeard, who is also fighting Law. You know what it might be? No, but that doesn't make sense in terms of their location. I thought that maybe Blackbeard would be like near killing Law, right? And Garp is the one that ultimately saves Law. Oh, so many people are in danger now, like genuine danger at this point, because I'm almost certain that somebody has to die. Somebody has to die. And this is not a case of Koroto wanting people to die all the time in One Piece, right? This is a case of, I think there must be a death for the instigating event for the war. And with Garp, too many things work out too well. The thing with Blackbeard is that he doesn't really fight anyone head-on, right? And I also think that people get too caught up with Blackbeard being a coward. Because the thing with Blackbeard is that he's not only a coward, he's also the person that led the charge on Whitebeard. And it's only after he took a punch that he became terrified. He did still lead the fight directly to Whitebeard, right? And that's also why I feel like the whole 3 Blackbeard thing has legs. I don't think Blackbeard is just a coward. I feel like he's a coward who has a separate personality that is much more conniving and straight up evil, and not really scared, right? Which is also the reason why he stared down Luffy and Impel Down, even after taking a punch. Because at that point, I feel like if Luffy were to throw down with him, I don't think he would really feel super confident either. This chapter is ridiculous as a weekly experience by now. It is. The fact that I got caught up at the end of Wano, I think it was the greatest thing to ever happen. It was truly a twist of fate that I ended up here. This is just too good. This is too good. I'm expecting to see the climax of this in about 3 months, though. There's no way. There is literally no way we're seeing this, like, when does the next chapter come out? The next chapter releases on January 22nd. It's more than 2 weeks. More than 2 weeks. It's not good. Not good. Who deactivated the thing? I like the thought process of it being Snaky Boy. I like that idea, honestly. You know what would be even crazier, though? You know what would be absolutely ridiculous? Like something that would be straight up mind-boggling. If it's Snaky Boy. If Snaky Boy deactivated the defenses, and because Law and Blackbeard are also relatively close by, and they're having their fight, what if Blackbeard ends up on Egghead? What if Blackbeard just shows up here? And if Snaky Boy is actually just like deactivating the defenses because he knows he's coming? That would be too ridiculous, right? There's like no way that's happening. That doesn't make any sense, right? Tell me it doesn't make any sense. I feel like Snaky Boy is the only one that makes sense. I might be wrong, but I don't see the Vegapunks like betraying each other. I just don't see that. As for what's going on with Kuma, and the person who might be able to help Vegapunk, if it is the real Kuma, and this one has been turned into some sort of self-destruct weapon or something like that, that would be pretty neat. Or maybe this body of Kuma is sort of being retrieved, right? If the Egghead is like their home base, and this version of Kuma has just been sort of called upon, right? So he just starts flying toward Egghead and he just smashes into the red line. I feel like that makes sense, but I think the parallels to the giant attacking Marie Joie is too on the nose. Is this like saying that this is it? Because to me, this seems like drawing parallels between the attack, right? Is this like saying that this is it, this is where the war starts? So yeah, basically, I don't think it's Vegapunk betraying themselves. I just can't see that. I feel like with somebody as smart as Vegapunk, there's no way like one of his own is finessing him. I just don't buy that. Alright. As for Zoro, I find it funny. Again, we talked about the rule of cool. The rule of cool is also very much in play here. Zoro is rubbing his blind eye. You know why? Because he needs to look at the camera and look cool. Glorious. And yeah, and also I think Vegapunk just blatantly saying, I'm sorry, but there's a reason why I can't turn him back, is another case that might be hinting toward this being the real Kuma. As for Kid, him arriving at Elbaf, something tells me this is not a good thing, right? The fact that he said he's going after the man marked by flame, which I'm guessing is Saul D. Goodman. I feel like he might get into trouble, and I feel like he might get beat up. I'm gonna be honest. Lastly, the fact that Garp is on his way to fight Blackbeard, this has a big red flag for me. Bonney seems to have a pipe on hand. Oda can play the gag that she accidentally broke something and deactivated the dome. I guess. It could be something like that, right? The fact that, like, Oda doesn't want to undermine Vegapunk's intelligence and Vegapunk's power. So the only reason he can sort of pose a threat to the Straw Hats is by somehow artificially letting them into Vegapunk's home, basically, right? So I kind of like that, because it sort of tackles the problem in a very neat and very comedic way. And it does seem like an Oda thing to do, to be honest with you, as well. I would like that, honestly. I'm not against that. Not sure if it's a pipe, though. What do you think of Aokiji? 100% he's on our side. I'm like 9,000,000% convinced he's on our side. I want to know what the Cross Guild is up to now. That's what I'm saying. Like, especially since Wano, right? The whole post-Wano stuff and leading into Egghead. There are so many things that were already unresolved from, like, the Reverie. But Oda just decided to set up, like, 50 million more things. Like, does anybody remember Wevil? Wevil is still out there and doing something. What is he doing? No one knows. But he is out there. And the Cross Guild is out there. And Sabo is somewhere out there. And Vivi is somewhere out there. And we still don't really know what happened in the Reverie. It's ridiculous. I mean, at this point, the next chapter could literally be set in 10 different locations. And I think throwing a D10 is the best way to predict where Oda will set it. Honestly. Do you think Zoro vs. Mihawk will happen this year? I don't think so. Zoro vs. Mihawk seems a little bit too early. I wouldn't even be surprised if Zoro vs. Mihawk is one of those fights that we don't really ever see. It's sort of one of those things that's kept up in the air, and maybe sometime we see, sort of like we see in Rocky, right? Where Rocky fights Apollo again, and we sort of, the movie ends with them punching each other, and we sort of, it's never brought up again, right? It just sort of happened. I think it is later brought up in Creed, actually. I remember there being a conversation about who won. Let's do the rating for the chapter. Honestly, with this one, I don't know what to rate it. Because there's a lot of, like, things that are being set up here. And I don't want to let that cloud my judgment. It's deliberately being something very big and something very ambiguous. But you know what? Who cares? Who cares? You know what? I'm just gonna embrace hype. And literally for Elbaf alone, this gets a very good 9 out of 10. Give me Elbaf. If Garp dies, I'm gonna be really sad. And I actually think Garp might die, which is big good. I actually fear for someone, unlike most other One Piece characters. Looking forward to next week. Good. That's the review. Ship it. But alright, I'm gonna call it a day. This is sort of a very fast read, and I don't know what to think. I'm really excited for next week, though. Because at this point, there are so many stories going on at the same time, and I feel like all of them are sort of either left at their climaxes or are entering their climaxes. And I'm genuinely sort of spooked out about Garp, which is saying a lot because this is Oda and this is One Piece. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful start of your week. Have a wonderful whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you whenever I see you. All right. Bye-bye.